Thanks everybody for hopping on. I just want to lead off with we were very excited about this draft, excited after day one, excited after day two, but most of all, I know Justin and Danny feature a little bit more, but this was a total group effort. There's a lot of work that gets put in behind the scenes, from doing draft workout pickups, just getting tickets throughout the year for everyone, and I just want to say thank you, and we're really appreciative of everyone doing a great job for this ultimate outcome.
Yeah, and I would second all that, and I would just say we came into today hoping to draft Kyle Filipowski, and we were super thrilled that we were able to do it. He's a super versatile 7-footer who can pass, shoot, and really impacted winning for a great Duke program.
Great, thank you guys. All right, we're going to open up the floor to questions if you would like to raise your hand. We'll start with Andy.
Hey guys, Andy Larson from the Salt Lake Tribune. There was some reporting from ESPN that said maybe one of the reasons Kyle fell to the second round was some family issues. Can you address that at all and kind of why you felt confident in drafting him despite that?
Hey, Andy, we understand why you're asking the question. I would just say, first of all, we do deep background on all the draft prospects to make sure that we're ultimately comfortable selecting them. And we're more than happy to have, Kyle join the Jazz, and we're comfortable with everything going on, and really we're excited about who he is as a person. So we're not concerned about that at all.
And then can I ask just too about kind of how you see his game fitting into the NBA, and in particular the way you guys run offense?
Sure. I think the book on Kyle is yet to be written, but we could see some lineups where he's a 5, some lineups where he's a 4, and we think his versatility is his biggest strength.
Sarah.
Hey guys, Sarah Todd, Deseret News. I'm wondering kind of what you saw over the, kind of between his first year at Duke and his second year at Duke with his shooting and how that improved. I mean, it jumped up, I think, almost 8 percentage points, if I'm right, or maybe 6.
Sarah, so I've personally, we've followed his progression, not even just between Duke, but going back to his high school days. I saw him at the Nike Hoop Summit. I was there at the Champions Classic his freshman year. Saw him multiple times the ACC tournament this year, early on against Arizona. We've been able to see the shooting progression, and we do think that that's going to translate at the NBA level. That's a big part of who he is and what makes him such a versatile player. And we're really excited to add his shooting to our program.
Ben.
Yeah, you talked about how you went into the day. Sorry, Ben Anderson, KSL Sports. You went into the day with Kyle kind of as your target. Can you tell us kind of what you thought his expected draft range was versus being there at 32?
Yeah, I think we expected him to go in the first round for sure. So we were thrilled that he fell to us, and I think we got a great player.
All right. Andy.
Thanks. Can I ask about how you think, you guys have been part of drafts before, right? How did the 2-day approach change things at all? Did you guys have more phone conversations between last night and today than you otherwise would have?
Andy, so I was interested in seeing how that would go as well, having been a part of, I think, 11 draft processes at this point in my career. And we were able to have more phone conversations in general. We really hoped that Kyle would be there, but you have to prepare in case he isn't to see all possibilities. And the extra time does let you have more phone conversations. So I would say that's the biggest thing. That was the big difference to me.
Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Justin yesterday about the first round, but I was wondering if we could get your guys' perspectives on just kind of overall thoughts on Cody and Isaiah.
Sure. I mean, like Steven was saying with Kyle, those are two guys we've followed since high school, and we're thrilled that both fell to us. Similar to the story on Kyle, we didn't expect either to be there when we were picking, and we're really excited they were.
Ben?
Specifically with Kyle and what you guys were able to do in the first round, I guess, especially with Isaiah, they're both kind of plus playmakers for their positions. What does that do for you, and what needs, I guess, do you guys felt like you addressed in the draft?
I think we're trying to get better everywhere. When you're not the NBA champions, usually you do need to get better everywhere. And the playmaking is something that I think every team needs. You saw it with the Boston Celtics. And if we're going to get to where we need to go, we're going to need some of the elements that Isaiah, Kyle, and Cody will bring to us.
Sarah?
I mean, when we saw how Kelly was able to play with Lowry and with Walker, do you see a little bit of that potential with somebody like Kyle?
Yeah, I understand why you're making the comparison. There's definitely some similarities, but we see Kyle as his own unique player and think his skill set is unique.